Okay, this is another video for the Walther PPX pistol. Um, we're doing all dry stuff here, and this is a sequence for reloads, something to build your skills and to speed up your reloads. And that way, you know, some sort of a dry practice skills, so you can get this stuff down. So what I usually do is, you know, I'll start with an empty pistol, and there's two things that you can do. I have a magazine carrier, and I think it's imperative that you start with the stuff that you would carry. So in this case, I've got at least a training type, and this is also one that could be adapted or used as carry. So it's a belt style outside the pants, and it has two magazines to utilize. So we have the administrative and the emergency reload, but really what you're doing is you are just testing the or you're just running through the skills. So we pull the gun back into our workspace for a reload. We pull the magazine, stow it, pull a new magazine, insert it, and then back out to the target. So that's really just the dry practice skill. You're getting in your mind, that's how you reload the pistol. Those are the movements that you need to do to take care of it. So I'm going to set it up again. And there's another way to set that up. I'll show you. So here's the administrative reload. We pulled the gun back into retention. We remove that magazine, stow it, pull out the new magazine, insert it, and we're out. So then I can set it up again, just like so. And I can continually just do this, one right after the other, and learn and get my muscle memory on those skills continually utilized and definitely burned in. Okay, so our second one is the emergency reload. And it really just looks the same way. It may feel a little bit different, and you want to make sure that you understand what it is that you're doing. So the emergency reload, you start with a dead trigger for this dry practice. Come back, okay, and we're going to do this as an emergency reload, and it's going to look like the malfunction clearance drill. Dead trigger, come back, dead trigger, right? So we had tap rack, dead trigger second time. So from the second time, we come back, rip that magazine out, insert new magazine, tap rack, okay? And so now we're back out. We decide that we're going to start this one again. So we got dead trigger, tap rack, back out, and we got a dead trigger, come back, magazine remove, right? Go for that second one, tap rack, and out. So we can set those back up, and we can continue to do those skills one right after the other to burn that in. So we got dead trigger, tap rack, dead trigger again, come back, magazine rip, replace, tap rack. Okay, and you're going to say in your mind, you know, that gun is actually reloaded. We've done all the things that we'll have to make that thing go. We'll set it up again. So we got dead trigger, tap rack, dead trigger, come back at, rip the magazine out, replace the magazine, and that's a tap rack, right? And we're out again. And so we continually do that until we burned in those muscle memory. You make a mess up like I did, just keep going. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. So those are your dry practice skills for your reloads, your types of reloads. And of course, your malfunction clearance drills will look the same way. You're just tap rack rip, you know. And so you can do maybe some malfunction clearance drills a little bit with the dummy rounds, but it's just, to me, not really that worth it. If you have in your brain understood how the pistol works, you understand why you're doing these little things. Now we're just doing those things so that instantly when I have a dead trigger, my response is to tap and rack. Okay, so when I get that dead trigger and I get a second tap and rack, then I know to rip that gun or rip the magazine out and replace it, get a new one in, and again, it's tap and rack. So it doesn't matter that you don't have ammunition in your magazine. We're not simulating things, we're practicing just the skills.